Let's go! Alright, you guys, Loser Person back again. This time we are gonna review episode 8 of season 2 of Oreimo. And as always, if you guys. Sorry, I was thinking of something. But I always start off by saying that in this video I will. In this review, I will be spoiling stuff, so if you have not seen the episode, I suggest you guys go on Crunchyroll, go on Hulu Plus, go on wherever that you need to go, watch the episode, come back, view my review, and then, tell me what you thought, or along the lines if you were thinking the same thing as I was. But, I do spoil stuff, so if you don't want to get spoiled, anything to be spoiled, exit the video, or just pause it, watch it, come back. Alright, so this we continue back with Kyosuke and Kuroneko finally dating, and the title of this episode is I Can't Create a Summer Memory with My Underclassmen. And I've actually went back and read, I read part of the light novel where he actually, they do a lot of stuff together while they're during summer vacation when they're dating, that they tackle on some stuff during this episode. But so let's just go into it and see how this is different from the light novel. So this episode starts off with Kirino finding a picture of them. I thought that was pretty funny that Kyosuke left that little picture right there, stamped right there, right in the fucking fridge, and she just freaks out, and we see Kyosuke, she just flips out. I don't think she takes it off, but we hear Kyosuke, he gets home, he's pretty banged up from the face, which I have a feeling that Ayase whooped that ass, because she's like the only one who actually beats him up, and with all those faces on his face, all points to her. But he asked her, why'd you put it there, and he just laughed, and he's like, I'm just, trying. We all know Kyosuke is just messing with his sister, but Kirino patches his Kyosuke up, like a good little sister that she is, and during while she is patching him up, Kyosuke actually tells her that he is actually dating Kuroneko. And this doesn't really come as a big surprise to Kirino. She's like, oh, is that so? And she's like, and he asks her, well, you told me, if a girl tells me she likes me, I should cherish her. You meant Kuroneko, right? And after she's finishing, patching him up, getting some band-aids and whatnot on him, she just gets up and leaves. She kind of is affected, but at the same time she isn't. Kind of weird. It's like she knew that they were dating, because she didn't really throw anything, but you can tell she is a little bit bothered by it. But onwards to that, we actually go on to see the first date between Kuroneko and Kyosuke, and she just, oh my god, Kuroneko. We actually see her all dressed in white, and she brings out her new character. That's she says it descended from darkness to light, and it's called Kamineko. It's kind of funny. That's Japanese color. Kami and Kuro means black and white, and Neko is of course cat. But it's just so funny to see this chick. And if you saw in the night before, she was actually making wings and whatnot, and she was doing little plays, saying, "Oh, and you see her sisters asking what is up with you? What are you doing?" And but we actually see on the first date that we see a side of Kyosuke that they both have, some sort of it's kind of awkward. It's that awkward first date that everybody has when you go and meet a girl. You don't really know what to say, you don't really know what to do, but at the same time you're happy that you're dating each other. It's kind of they're trying to find some sort of comfort zone between them. You're trying to find a zone to like actually be okay with each other somewhat while you're doing. But it was just cute to just see that, especially for Kyosuke, because during the day we see that he's like he wants to try to hold her hand, and she was like, I thought about it too. He actually goes and tries to, we see that he does hold her hand, but she gets so overwhelmed that once he let go, she bends down and gets low, and she's like, oh, I gotta go to, use the girls' bathroom. So she kind of gets too overwhelmed with it. So after she hits the bathroom, we continue with the day to the park, where Kuroneko basically made a lunch. They have a picnic together. And Kyosuke actually notices a picture, a drawing that Kuroneko has put in her destiny record. Basically, she wants to have the end result of Kyosuke, the outcome of like those two being together, of their relationship. And the picture is, Kyosuke and Kirino sitting together eating together on the table, and basically getting along with each other. That is basically Kuroneko's ultimate goal, which is, as brother and sister, they accept each other. They accept, their own person. They're like, oh, okay, basically like normal siblings that would get along. But as we progress in this in this episode, we go with her destiny records, everything that she goes through by flipping her pages, and it says go to Senpai's house, so she actually gets invited back to Kyosuke's house. Well, we actually go to Kuroneko's house first before we go to Kyosuke's, and we actually get to be with them they're actually alone for a little bit, and he's like freaking out because of the possible things that he's like coming up with his head. But Kuroneko's siblings actually come into play in this, and it's kind of funny that we actually meet them for the first time in the second season, and they are Tamaki and Hinata, and they're kind of relieved to see that Kuroneko's boyfriend Kyosuke is actually a real person, not some 2D or some imaginary person that she just came up with. And it's kind of funny because after Kuroneko, she actually leaves Kyosuke for a while to go take a shower. She comes back out to see that her sisters are there, interrogating him, but Hinata actually questions Kuroneko and why the awkward behavior, and she basically puts Kuroneko on the spot. But after all that meddling, Hinata is basically put in her place. She basically gets grabbed by the head, and it's kind of funny how she basically was like, I'm sorry, I have to leave you for a while, and she just grabs her and takes her into another room. We don't see her again. But then we go to Kyosuke's house because she wants to go there, and we hear we actually see it starts off with Kirino coming into the house, and she notices Kuroneko's presence because she sees her shoes right there where they basically leave their shoes. She's not really too fond of it that they're dating, so she basically goes up into her room, puts on her headphones, and starts playing her game. But throughout that, she starts hearing this awkward conversation between the two, like kind of like if they were engaging in sex or something. So she basically bursts in through and catches them just playing an innocent game and whatnot. And Kuroneko kind of calls out Kirino and basically says, like, why you came into the house but you didn't say, hey, well, aren't we friends? And she's like, yeah. And it kind of gets kind of awkward because we basically know Kirino's not really too fond of those two dating, and it bothers her. It honestly does bother her, and we see Kuroneko basically say, I knew this was going to happen. So, but another fulfillment in her destiny record is to go to the fireworks. They both enjoy the night together. It's a little little small festival that's going on, and Kyosuke confesses that he's having the best summer that he's ever had with her as the fireworks go off, and that hopefully they'll make more memories. But we actually see, after the fireworks end and whatnot, and he was like, what's the next part in your destiny record that we should accomplish? And the episode ends with the page turning and it says, break up with senpai. And that was just sad. I actually teared up a bit because I was like, really? You're only gonna date him for the summer and then break up with the dude? But I can only understand why she did it. I mean, Kirino is Kuroneko's best friend, and I can kind of see why she would have to break up with him. I mean, to try to maintain some balance between their friendship. So, I don't know. We just have to check to see the next episode to see what happens next. And the next episode is called "My Sister Can't Be This Cute," and it's funny that it goes back to the first season, the first episode and whatnot. But hopefully, we actually will understand why she broke up with him. So basically, that's the end of my episode review. I actually liked this episode, but it was kind of sad towards the end result of it with the whole breakup. But let me know what you guys thought about it in the comments below. There's some extra stuff down in the description box as to my Twitter and game. It's like a game page where you can find out my gamer tags for Xbox, PSN, and there's also my Crunchyroll account. You can check that out too. I'll probably start since I'm on Crunchyroll, I have a Crunchyroll account. I get some 48-hour passes. If I have some, just check in the description box below and check them out for a full 48-hour trial where you can, see full episodes and whatnot. It's a really great site. I love streaming it there. If you don't have Crunchyroll, try to get it. It's really cool. Or check out Hulu Plus. They're just as cool. Great websites to watch anime and whatnot. And Hulu Plus is not just for anime, as well as you can watch stuff from regular broadcast cable, like WWE or Parks and Rec, The Office, stuff like that. So, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know what you guys thought about it in the comments below. Tell me who you want Kyosuke to end up with. Tell me if you were just as sad with the ending as I was, or the episode, the way the episode ended. But this is Loser Person saying deuces. Peace. Catch you guys on the next review.